Hello, everyone. Here is Mr. Gemini, and I'm on a roll. This is like my third video today, so I'll be posting these all up, and hope you enjoy them. And like, subscribe, and share. You're not going to resonate with everything here because I don't know whose energy I'm pulling on, but if it take what works for you, and the rest of it, just forget it. So you know, um, humor me, like, subscribe, share, comment, tell me what you like, what you didn't, and hopefully you'll watch more of my videos, and because I really feel called to help people um, just, I don't know, improve their lives, just make it a little bit easier. Tarot's just been very helpful for me. So here we go. We're going to clear the energy, and then we're going to draw a rune, because Nordic runes are about fate, and tarot cards kind of just try to explain the fate, but runes are for sure, and tarot changes. So I love that certainty about it. So let's clear the energy and get this going. Here we go. All right. Let's see what our rune is. What is our fate rune? These are Elder Nordic runes. What is our fate of this reading? Ooh. This one means Manaz. This is Manaz. So this is associated with the tarot card of Temperance, the major arcana. And this is about mankind. This is about collective values, relationships, community. So this could be about family, friendships, love. We don't know yet. So let's see what we got. So this is something faded here. These are my favorite cards. I don't know why I'm liking these right now. They're very Dungeons and Dragons. Yes, I'm a nerd. I'm okay with that. Page of Swords. Hanged Man. So looking at things in a different point of view. Six of Pentacles. You're feeling very generous at this moment. Ten of Cups. Ten of Swords. Betrayal. End of something, though. Seven of Cups. Choices. And at the bottom of the deck, the High Priestess. So everyone who watches tarot usually is very intuitive. You could be a tarot reader or whatnot, but you're a very intuitive person. And okay, let me tell you how this spread's looking at me. Everything is based on this betrayal. This has affected everything. So imagine a house shaped over this thing. What I am getting is, because of this betrayal, you've looked at your whole life differently. Like, it's affected you that much. And I think you still have your Ten of Cups, believe it or not, because I don't know what this betrayal was. This could have been, maybe someone told a secret. Maybe someone stole some money. Maybe someone crashed your car. I don't know. But you still have your Ten of Cups. You're still in a good spot. However, this Ten of Cups is not the same as the Ten of Cups before this. And so now you're trying to figure out, what do I want to manifest in the world now? What's different? What do I want to go to? So you're trying to see things differently, because this has changed your output. Maybe you don't feel as safe. Maybe you feel like you can't trust people. Maybe the world's just so different after this whole event, whatever it was, that you don't see the world the same anymore. The Six of Pentacles is, maybe you're starting to live with the idea that less is more. Maybe you're starting to be more charitable. I don't know what happened. I don't know how this affects you. And then we have the Seven of Cups. You're trying to figure out, what are my options? I think this is directly to this, in the sense that you still have contact with this person, and you're trying to figure out, what are your options. Okay? And usually with the Seven of Cups, there's only one good option. Okay, let's go ahead and clarify this. We're going to put an advice card under the rune to see what it says. We'll get that later. And let's clarify these. The Page of Swords. Yeah, see? So we have the King of Swords. You're being very, you have something to say, and you're being very, very objective about this. No emotions present whatsoever. Because you don't want to make the wrong decision based on this. You're very guarded in the way that you want to think, and whatever anyone tells you, you're going to be like, this is the best for me, and I know it. What's the Hangman? The Justice card. You're trying I'm really getting that you're trying to move forward without trying to get revenge, and you're trying to say, how do I do that with feeling that justice has been served? Do I need justice served? Something like that. And so you're trying to view this in the best light possible because it was so devastating. What is the Six of Pentacles? Something ended. I don't know. I just don't know what. And that's obvious with the Ten of Swords here. But something major ended, because that's a major arcana. That's a major arcana, and that's a major arcana, and that's a really big things that we have on the board right now. That you're really trying to see things differently, and something ended, and you can't fix that. Like, you can't undo it. What's the Ten of Cups? Page of Swords, Page of Swords. Listen, when you get a repeating card, this is something you're actually see new ideas, curiosity, thirst for knowledge, new ways of communicating, restlessness, mental. You're trying to find out, how do I move past whatever happened and not get stuck in like regret or victim or being a victim, or how do I forgive whatever. But you're trying to move on. You really are, because you're like, I still want out. But this was just devastating. What is the Seven of Cups? The Nine of Cups. So I think you realize the reason you're still in the Seven of Cups is because I think I don't know that you're necessarily well off financially, but you have your stuff together. So maybe someone was trying to take advantage of you, and so you're still set emotionally. You just lost your Ten of Cups. So this could have been betrayal by a lover, a family member, a friend, maybe a boss. I don't know. But you realize that you're in a good place emotionally to move forward. Okay, the big one. What's this Ten of Swords? What is this Ten of Swords? What was the betrayal? Okay, you know what I'm getting? Uh, this is very specific, so I don't know if this is the issue, but what's coming to mind, this is resting, but I'm getting this idea of a funeral. Okay? And somebody with money, I don't know if someone got money because someone passed away or somebody had money, but somebody important died. This is what I'm getting. Like, death happens, so I don't wish that on anybody, but it happens. Like, maybe someone passed away from natural causes, you knew it, whatever. But everyone kind of knew this was going to happen. And I'm getting that someone didn't pay for a funeral. That explains why the Six of Pentacles is here, because you stepped up and paid for this. I don't know if this was brothers and sisters. I don't know if this was a community or friends. But you stepped up and paid for this. But as a result of this, I don't really see any conflict on the board. I mean, there's justice here, but I don't see any conflict. So I think that, like, you paid it for the funeral, or paid for whatever happened. Someone else said they were going to do it. If it's not a funeral, then someone else had an event. They didn't step up. And they said they were going to pay for it, and you went ahead and did it. But as a result, you ended the friendship. You ended the relationship. You ended the familial bond. It's over. Because this person had the money to do it, and they didn't do it. I don't know what this is all about, but this is what happened. Let me see. What? And so what's happening over here with the Seven of Cups? I mean, you're seen as the better person. I don't know if that does it for you, because if it was a funeral, that's like $10,000 minimally. In some places, it could be more than elsewhere, and I don't think that I don't know if that does it for you. What is this death card reverse? Queen of Wands, the Death card, the Six of Pentacles. One more. I'm almost getting that someone was jealous of you. You could be in a very attractive man or woman. You could be someone who goes after their desires. Yeah, independence is on here. So you go after what you want, your dreams, your goals. And I think you've actually been successful in some of them in your endeavors. And I think this is somebody who followed the path that we're told to follow, like college, do this, do this. Like, I almost get the sense it's probably like an engineer or a doctor or something. Someone, and I think this person's always been jealous of you. That things probably come a little bit easier to you. You seem to be happier than they are. You're much more attractive. People are attracted to you, either romantically or just socially. And I just feel that whatever reason, maybe this person felt mom or dad liked you more, or maybe they felt like they did more. I don't know. But who is this? I'm just now. Okay, I usually don't do all these clarifiers. What is this? This King of Pentacles is. One more. This person's in regret over what happened. I'm gonna do one more just because I just. So this person, let me explain something. Whoever this King of Pentacles was, this person really lets money rule their life. Okay. This person's always about development, ambition, always about investments, financial opportunity. That's what this person's invested in. Okay. And the strength, in my opinion, can sometimes be stubborn. It can also, money is power and influence, and I feel like a lot of their strength comes from that. But this person realizes they made a mistake here. If they could have so maybe you need to know that this person is actually sorry for the mistake, and I'm going to let you know this person is. This person should have stepped up and paid for this. But I'm going to tell you right now, they're not going to give you the money back. That's not going to happen. This person just is trying to figure out, where do they go from here? I may have ruined my relationship with a sibling, a friend, a family, community, whatever. A church. Where do I go from here? They completed the cycle, but I think they did so I think their karmic debt is paid by the fact that they're losing out on a community. And their good image is gone. Is what I'm really getting. What is this idea that you got? What is this? What is this Page of Swords? What do you got? You want to go back. I mean, you want to continue to stay in this energy. But I think you realize that the time of kind of just being a little bit aloof, being a little bit free spirit is over. I think you've realized you kind of outgrown it, or that you need to. I think this was a really reality moment for you. And you have the tendency to want to run, or maybe look the other way, or something of that nature. I'm getting a little bit of immaturity here, and you realize, you know what, it's time for me to turn into the Empress and get out of that energy. That's what I'm really getting. Okay, what's the advice card? So soulmates doesn't necessarily have to be love, but this could be family, this could be familial. There's connection here, partnerships. Hell, this could have been a spouse fighting over this. Maybe you're getting a divorce. Did I say that at some point? Let me clarify the advice. What is this? God, these sword cards, these ideas. Okay, I think this confirms it. Bottom of the deck is the love. Yeah. So, I really get that this was a romantic relationship. They always usually are. What I've said, I think, is still very much valid. This could have been a death of. I mean, the death card is here. So I just think that an expense came up. I don't know what it is. But an expense came up. And this person was supposed to help you. Maybe y'all got a house. Maybe y'all did something. I don't know. And I'm going to tell you what the advice card is going to mean. I don't know what this King of Pentacles is going to decide. But you absolutely love this guy or woman. You still want to go towards them. You think that your happiness is tied to them. I can't tell you what to do. All I can tell you is that this is why you're trying to see if justice was served. You're trying to understand why they did what they did. And you're hoping to make a decision that's going to bring in good news. But I'm going to be honest with you. You really need to ask yourself how well you know this King of Pentacles. Because this person's number one priority is money. And do I think this person loves you? Yes, but to a fault. Money is this person's priority. And you need to trust your intuition on what you should do with that. Queen of Swords here again. I mean, you love this person. That's why this love is here. You want to start a new beginning with them. I'm just going to tell you, you have to be very careful because this, when I say scheming, I don't think this person's bad. I think this person could be in Paris with you, proposing, but somewhere deep down inside, he's thinking, okay, how are we going to arrange our finances? Or if y'all get investments, he's like, okay, like if I was ever to, like, and it's just who this person is. This person would always be like, okay, if we divorce, then how would these be split? This person's foundation of living and purpose is money and accumulating wealth and getting more wealth. So I think you have to be careful because with you, let me see, I'm getting you're a very emotional person. So it's giving me very much feminine, masculine. And it's not that I don't think this person loves you. It's just you're never going to be their number one. I've seen marriages and relationships based on worse things, but I'm just letting you know. All right, we're going to leave it there. So like, subscribe, share, comment if it resonated with you. It kind of went everywhere, but this really clarified it all. I hope this helped. All right, I'll talk to y'all later.